Welcome back to NieR Night. Now, upon first hearing this music, you may be questioning which NieR this NieR Night is dedicated to, but you are not mishearing. This is indeed NieR Replicant, but with NieR Automata's music, because that is something really cool that we unlocked after completing Ending A last stream. So, I thought I would just give that a try because I love Automata's music. So, you know, should be fun because I think we basically, from what I've gathered, like kind of have to replay a lot of the same stuff again. So, why not have new music? Because that sounds like fun, right? Yes, all aboard the pain train. Choo choo! Welcome, Martin. Welcome. I'm not sure what to expect here for Route B. I know there was mention of like more of a focus on Kaine. That's like the most I know. So we'll see what we have in store here. So yeah. So it has marked that I completed Ending A right here, which is pretty neat. So it should just... We'll see where it brings us. Let's go. I'm so sorry I left you hanging. I mean, I gotta get people to come back somehow, you know? Make those cliffhangers. The pros do it all the time, okay? But I'm very excited for this. I'll try to make this one last, you know, a bit longer. Since I know I kind of cheated y'all last time. Oh, back here.
Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
Okay, so we're just cutting right to the time skip then. That's cool. So we don't have to go through the child link era again. Kaine's dreams. Discrimination. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can see why getting the weapons at the first part would be important because, like, you can't go back. I guess you'd be doomed in that case, so. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. But yeah, this is already jumping into new content. I can't wait. I'm excited. A single child, however, had braved the downpours, now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on, come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life, spinning this way and that for a moment. It finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me! A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo! Kaine! The voice belonged to Daimo. Worst of all, the bullies of the area. Oh no, do we have to see Kaine get bullied as a child? So this is why they call it Kaine's story. You don't play as her, but you get more of her story and just more of her background. Which is good, because, like, she's very mysterious in the first route. Like, you don't learn too much about her, There's plenty hinted at, but not much that's directly revealed. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Daimo and his usual gang of idiots. Oh, so they're throwing stones at her, huh? That's just cruel. Damn. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was the one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. These adults suck! Wow. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak! Daimo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt. Oh, look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Yeah, the area is just terrible. Like, the people there all suck. Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if they were gods, they chose to ignore her, as the Daimo crept ever closer. The clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Daimo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Daimo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. Boy, you need to brush your teeth. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upwards. She tried to run away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Ow! Show me. No! Did you just say no? Daimo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Just like for being a child, this kid is just pure evil. My goodness. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys! Let's give the freak what she deserves! As soon as Daimo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Daimo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as though supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Daimo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying! He's actually crying! Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns, Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Daimyo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! That thing could have killed me! The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Daimo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out. Leave this village. No one wants you here, either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Daimo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. I can see where Kaine learned her colorful language from after hearing the grandmother talk. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, Martin, that it's not explicitly stated in this game, but apparently Kaine is intersex, which gives a lot of context to, like, why the villagers treat her the way they do. Which, honestly, like when I first found that out about her, I just found myself just, like, sitting and thinking about it for a good while, just because it gives you, like, a whole new view of her as a person and a character in, like, a very impactful way. So yeah, I just found that to be just a very fascinating detail that they would include in this, for sure. So, it also just makes it even extra heartbreaking, just, you know, why they're treating her the way they are. You know, it's just plain awful. Like, no one should be treated like that. Just no. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the terror in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. Also, like, it kind of contextualizes better just the bond between her and Emil, because they kind of have in common just both feeling like outcasts that are different. So they kind of, you know, find that similar ground, I guess you could say, with each other, which I find to be, like, really wholesome. It's like a found family sort of deal, which I know happens a lot with people in real life. You just kind of connect with other people who have, you know, similar experiences as you. So I find it really beautiful that they include that here. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents had died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and the first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Of course not. Don't be an ass." Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't." "Hush," interrupted Grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Guess her grandma must have been farming a lot, huh? Had to cross-pollinate and all that. Had good RNG. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. "Where did you find these?" Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping." The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pain she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's head hurt. She reached up gently, adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. "Didn't quite turn out right," said her grandmother as she squinted at it. "These old hands have trouble with delicate work. But it sure looks good on a pretty little girl like you." Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty?" "Course you are. What a fool thing to say." "Thank you, Grandma." Her grandmother smiled. "We're going to be fine, you and me," she said. "Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine." Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood between the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. "I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world." Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. That was so nice. Kaine's dreams, daily life. Is this route just a novel? Basically. So far it is. Nice to get the automata music here, though. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. "Stupid piece of shit axe!" Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma!" called Kaine. "That you, Kaine?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Don't get too close, or I might take your goddamn foot off I can't talk, by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. When she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something." The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. "Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards." Relinquishing her axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wood buckets on either end. I feel like her grandmother is probably one hell of a fighter, too. Like, she could hold her own, I bet. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. She had a long list of plausible excuses. Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Like, for me personally, I'd be terrified of trying to chop wood because handling an object like an axe just looks scary to me. Swing after swing to the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it, crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt at a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small, pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. But just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her bucket with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. "Pretty clumsy girl. You'd be better practice if you..." I was afraid something was gonna happen to the grandma. No! Darn it! Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. "Get the bucket. Can't let it spill." Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress. But Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening?" Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. "Stop that! Just stop!" she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all." Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village." The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across the dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin at her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Daimyo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman, who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks stood in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different kind of emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady, trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed to a small building to her right, before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Daimyo. He had clearly been sent there on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. I mean, what are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching out tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Oh, she must have been tiny then, if she was having to go on her tiptoes. "Ha!" barked Daimyo. "That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Dino!" The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Daimyo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared a medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in stone, in indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, created a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace, surely and a will to vast. It would be a place that she could call home. Yeah, this is like a full-on origin story for sure. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like that picture?" Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. They seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond, but she just stared at the portrait and had to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly and looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crowns. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village. The word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie?" thought Kaine suddenly. I wonder why she was driven out. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crowns from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother was an old friend of mine. he said as Kaine scooted away yet again. "And I owe her much. I wonder she would like it if you drew a picture of her." "Yes, I think she would like that very much." Wait, hold on. I think I remember seeing a crayon drawing at Kaine's little house hideout. Like, I remember the first time I walked up there, like, being like, oh, is that Shrek? Or something. Did I accidentally call the drawing of her grandmother Shrek? Oops. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was almost tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw. That's not good. Even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Yeah, that was what I was initially thinking. That's assuming the area where Kaine lives is the place she lived with her grandma. Yeah, definitely. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "Nope, seriously, it was." "Fun, eh?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh. So, anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayon from a pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But, Grandma, it'll make you live forever." That's really sweet. It just makes you think just like certain ways that the memories of people are preserved, whether it's through art or photos or videos of them, and just how, like, I do think it is important to, you know, treasure and preserve those types of things, for sure. "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Put those crayons away and help me with dinner." But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up her crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. It kinda looks like Shrek, Kaine. Hate to say it." "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, you know, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain on her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a molder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. Kaine, like, put her heart and soul into this piece, okay? And that's what matters, okay? It's still good for that reason. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kaine," she said between laughter. "You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more of that bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always." That's the spirit. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more, and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh," said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on. so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory. A perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in this world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out to life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Oh, that was so sweet. Okay. Short story number 3? Yep. Okay. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood into the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, sure looks like a bug, said Kaine. I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning, Kaine found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned belly rolling through her belly. Do they, cook the berries or something? Where are you going today? Asked grandmother suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Oh, well, I was gonna check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew clear through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other... Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at the carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and built-in defensive walls, and more about how beautiful you become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you all in the world. This is so wholesome. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine, a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it, what the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, and slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here and keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your food and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice, grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Oh no, they are eating bugs. Kaine rolled her eyes, kissed her grandmother on the forehead, and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around. Don't turn around, she told herself. But in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun around on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looked so old now. It's like the wind could just reach down and carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for her lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in itself. No. Oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever run in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark, not just fire. It can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving her the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Could this be the same Captain Hook shade that we fought? Because I know it had that moment whenever it was, like, imitating the voice of Kaine's grandmother. So it kind of leads me to think that it's the same shade. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. It is the same one? Okay. I think I see where this is going. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. All right, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me. Let's go. The shade-eyed Kaine with bemused interest, and then began looking from her to the house, and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance a few more steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar, powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up, get up, get up, get up now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them were suddenly broken. Surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma! Hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with a maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep beneath its core. Bastard! Laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. What a sadistic shade. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced her mind again and began to hobble toward the monster. Yeah, honestly, I think I need water after this. I'm gonna lose my voice tonight, I bet you anything. Oh, actually, I think I have a bottle of water not too far from me, so I'll just grab that. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't. Best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no! No! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. The thud would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers. But then, that sensation died, drifted away on the breeze, and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving its smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose, as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side. Yet somehow, she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant leap backwards, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the Shade. The Shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. 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 Kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between her heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Welcome back, Kaine! Whew, boy. After all that, huh? Let me, just grab my water here. Yeah.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
We have to fight this thing again. Here we go. Oh, this song! Whoa, this is good.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I don't remember what the song is called, but I love it.
It dies today. My sword feels lighter.
I don't know if I've heard it before, actually.
The skill of the user. Strike it down.
Was this an automata? War and War? Okay. That was a piece of cake. Well, I guess they have all our our levels and upgraded weapons carry over at this point. It plays at the start of Route C. Oh yeah, like whenever all the androids are preparing for war, I guess, and they're wearing those suits. Yeah. Okay. That sounds right. New game plus, basically. Okay, cool. This should be fun then. Emil! Do they sell like Emil's scarf as merch? Because I would buy that. I know there's other Emil merch. Gently. Weakly. Softly. The Shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Back to reading. Couldn't kill it. Wait, this is interesting. The Shade is referring to the grandmother as its tormentor. There's more story here. There's some information here that we don't have. Shame beyond imagining. Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left... Oh! Did her eye just, like, grow back afterwards, I guess? Her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. She just, like, exploded. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. That's gonna make clapping a real bitch. Oh, boy. No comment. Ha! Cried a summoned voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. I know, bless Kaine. Go to hell, Daimo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I plug out your eyes and feed them to the dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into the smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary. Oh, he came back to help her, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. Wait, huh? This feels like a very surreal scenario. Is this true? Like, would you really just see someone just there dying on the ground, their arms off over there, they're missing an eye, be like, oh, hi, I see you're dying. Can I draw you so I can just, like, document this forever? Or that's just, like, seeing an accident and being like, oh, my first instinct is just to snap a picture of this. Like, what? What is this? Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No. Stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you disrespected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. Oh, it was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-like insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. This is horror imagery now. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother, as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled that broke it. What is this scenario? I need another sip of water. Broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his little jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I look like that? Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. This is so messed up. Like, what? I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Hey, you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse. A freak. I should be left to die. Yeah, basically, here comes the boy. Put in a minor chord. How would that go on a minor chord? Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. I don't know. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wow! Oh, God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a shiny black substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feeling the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're not ready to give up. Ready to die? So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad and abated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in their blood just like before. Oh boy, this is getting more and more demented, isn't it? In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. That sounds uncomfortable. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on. Give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. It's so messed up. What is going on? A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached out to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. It's like a slime parasite just takes over her body. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. What the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die just yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and been infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hey, it's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Whoever the shade is, they got a very, corny sense of humor. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge, thirst for blood, and go out there and... Shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? How about those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead? Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. You stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a long, loud wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me? We got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make that happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What? You think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of that bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, buttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyrion, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. So it looks like we're being introduced to a whole new character here. A new challenger approaches. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyrion. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyrion. I have shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. Oh, is that like what happened whenever Kaine went berserk when he fought Hansel and Gretel that one time, and she was like shade mode, so to speak? But that was kind of more of like a self-defense response in a way, because she was like skewered through the chest. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what that was. Tyrion was like taking over in that moment. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone and waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her head, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the Eyrie arose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world. Oh boy, that was a lot.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
The friends are back.
Oh, hey.
I love this moment. It's so sweet.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Aw.
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kaine.
that must mean a lot of him for her to say that.
Welcome back, Kaine.
So
Wow.
sweet.
You grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Oh no, he's hot.
Shit. That's a long time.
When I did, well, yeah, find the Papa NieR version of the scene, and basically instead of kind of being like, "Oh, you grew up," she just insults him, just like saying how horrible he looks, and it's hilarious.
Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
Just locate the Shadow Lord within.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
Is this a new detail? I don't remember this part.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Just the moment of, I don't remember him giving her a lunar tear last time.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one.
This was there
Let it
before?
wash
Okay,
over
I
us
just
like
forgot
rain.
that part then.
That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Devil and Popola just always ruin everything.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious.
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me.
Emil.
As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
This is still sad. I don't like
But-
this.
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
I want an alternate playthrough where they don't have to sleep outside. She doesn't wear the lunar tear in the boy NieR part, but the second half she now wears it after NieR gives it to her. Oh, yeah. She like wears it in her hair now, huh? That's a nice little detail. I like that.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I mean, she's been sleeping in a stone for 5 years. You think they would at least offer her a comfy bed? Like, gee. She kept the village from being destroyed. That's a thing she gets? That's just wrong.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
This is different.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But what good would that even do?
Oh yeah, Martin's it's not all that bad in Emil and Kaine I found outside. Yeah, I remember them talking about like were they like making s'mores or something and Kaine's like, Emil, don't blow my cover. I thought that was cute.
I got a fire going,
Wait, is that?
Oh wait, did we get to see them? You get to see them at camping?
Stare at the flames forever.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
This is so precious! I love this! Ah!
Yeah, me too.
New favorite scene right here. Oh!
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you. I
Polished her! Bless Emil. He's like the most precious child in the world. Oh my gosh. He like took care of her while she was there all that time. Oh, that's so sweet. Wow.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Had to give her a bath, huh?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Oh, these are new in the remake? Okay. I just also just how pretty this is. Like with that sunrise, it's gorgeous. Made her all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
Aww. And the way Emil's sitting too, he's like holding his it's so cute.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that is a benefit to it. He doesn't have to worry about petrifying people anymore.
Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
Ooh. What is it about campfires and bonfires that just gets people to like pour their soul out and just share things, you know? I feel like it's always been that way throughout time.
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
I'd say you're pretty interesting. But oh yeah, she is wearing the flower in her hair.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Smoke inhalation, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I do love the smell of a campfire, though. And making s'mores is just delicious. There's just something extra enjoyable about roasting marshmallows.
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing.
Ooh, we got the story?
My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak.
They have so much in common.
But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was.
Man, I love the characters in this game so much. Like, ugh. They're so good.
No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body.
Sounding more like a Full Metal Alchemist plot here. We gotta get your body back. and get Kaine's arm back.
I know we can do it if we all work together.
I guess Emil is kind of like the Alphonse Elric of this in a way.
Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Except more tragic, if that's even possible.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay. Can we just forget I told you about that?
I like the thing about him, like, keeping her stone all, like, pretty and shiny, though. That's so nice. Yeah, there are parallels there, for sure. Not like, you kind of have to stretch it a little bit, but, you know. Oh, I love that! I want more of that kind of content. Don't ruin the moment, NieR. Just let them talk. Okay, it's a journal entry we've seen dozens of times now, I feel. And back
Sleep
home.
well?
Sure.
What does Vice do when we sleep at night? Does he just, like, park himself on a bookshelf? On a table? I don't know. Where do books sleep?
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
The base camp music, or resistance camp music, is perfect for this village. I like this choice.
What might that be?
Yeah, I feel like that would be insulting to Vice. He probably doesn't need sleep, right? He's just a magical book.
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
Strange? Yeah, what is this?
In what way?
Well, here. Take a look.
Saving? What's it, some data saved? Huh? What was my mom writing about here? That's
Say that.
so strange.
Can you not hear me? Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed.
We're Papa NieR?
There's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Hello, Papa! What the heck? This is in this game? You can play as Papa? What is this? What is this? Oh no, he's hot. Look at this specimen. This fine specimen of a man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. He just does it with the eye patch. Oh no, he's hot. We're so much beefier and taller now. Leave this area? Originally this was DLC? Okay. What just happened? Is that just like a cameo?
My word.
My word, indeed.
Something wrong?
In Replicant, you can play this bonus area as Papa. Oh. So, okay.
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
I like the way you're handling this. And then just thought you could play as Bro. Oh, so you could do this as DLC in, like, the originals. Okay. That's funny. So, like...
The diary again?
Yeah. Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
You play the other version of the
world
protag?
recycled vessel.
So, like, wait. But there was, like, nothing here. I just passed... Speaking of Full Metal Alchemist, this just looks like the room with the doors in FMA. With the gate, I should say. Like, there's nothing here. What do I do? There's a whole series of challenges you can do here. Where are these challenges? I just see empty abyss. And, like, a door that's, like, leave. Oh. Proceed beyond this point and you won't be able to save until the battle is over. Do you want to go through the door? I'll give this a brief try, because why not? Let's have the Papa NieR experience. I feel great today. No cough, no fever. Watch out, world, because Yona's coming out to play. Oh, that's a cute one. What is this music? What? This is the out of the second echo. Oh, whoa. What happened to the lighting here? It's all funky now. I don't... What is this music? It's like... I don't know how to describe it. It's like electronic... Is this music from the original too? Wait, is this like a remix of Emil's theme? The more I'm listening to it? What? This is so strange. Emil's theme, the remix. This is the remix. I guess, yeah, Papa NieR, everything is just like more hardcore. Even the music. And they make everything look like darker and grittier. Was this what the original NieR Gestalt was like? With Papa NieR? Like with the music and everything? Oh, this part's good. Okay. Now it's growing on me. It's growing on me. You play it. I just have to take a moment to pause because that's the Atom fight music. This music's just for this DLC portion? Okay. I wasn't sure. Well, that was a wild ride. Okay, you just get like little rewards for doing the challenges, I guess. The Black Scroll, a lost destiny, a white book, a false truth. So dramatic. Oh, we back. This is Emil's mansion, right? But everything's so yellow. This is really cool, though. I love that they included this. This is awesome. I bet Papa NieR fans must have been so thrilled to see this. Ah, yeah. Now we got the remix again. P-filter. Literally. You want to know what everything looks like just soaked in pee? And now you got your wish. Even the little projectiles are like differently colored. Oh yeah, I bet you, yeah, like fans that were diehard NieR supporters are probably mad that you couldn't normally play as Sith. They were like, here you go, you get this. Don't be quiet. Their chord entry again. Okay. Ooh. Now we got nightmare filter. Everything is dark. Everything just maximum edge is what we have here. I'm very glad. It's like so high contrast. What is this? I'm glad the game doesn't actually look like this, because this would hurt my eyes after a while. They just like upped the saturation and contrast like as high as they could to where you could still see something. But this music though, these remixes, I gotta find these online. These are kind of fun. That's probably the best part of this for me, is the music. That, and we get to be Mr. Handsome. We get to be Dad. We're just playing as Dad now. Now we just have to think about retirement funds and taxes and I don't know, what do adult men think about? I'm not an adult man, so I can't speak on their behalf, but... This text also gives additional backstory, which is the gap between Drakengard and the E and the beginning of NieR. Okay, so like the text is actually important then. It's not just there for dramatic effect. Okay, I guess there's a reason to do this then, because we got a weapon. Here I thought it was just for fun. You used NieR as your PS4 icon for a while. I respect that. That's a good choice. The dragon's corpse brought death to the world, delivering unto its power. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing the Drakengard ties now. Oh, gee. It's so dark in here. It just gradually... This is just a simulator of, like, what it's like to gradually lose your vision. It gets darker and darker until eventually it'll be blind and fighting in the dark. Like, is the last stage just gonna literally be, like, black screen? Okay, we're back to the Adam music. Yeah, I might as well just spam this, it's easier. There we go. Ah, yeah. I probably should heal. I got all these herbs that I can't even use. But Yoda feels great again today, so that's good news. The black sickness stains the future. They journey to return to soulless vessels. Okay, yeah, they're getting to like the replicant lore. Okay, it's the visuals are a little less hard on the eyes now. It's a bit green for my taste, but we'll make this work. Whoa, we got some hard rock here now. This is just NieR's midlife crisis right here. Oh, it's the meal one again. Oh, this is probably my favorite one. Oh, wait. Oh, we're in the, sand temple. You can't believe your birthday diary entry hasn't shown up yet? Yeah, like I've been playing for so long. You think it would have shown at least once, because I've gotten a lot of duplicates of other ones. Is it, like, more rare, or is it just really unlucky? It just does not want to celebrate your birthday. Which is a shame. So many herbs on the ground. How do I cross this? Okay, you go up. Oh boy. Platforming! I wanna like headbang to this. Good music. The shade's annoying. This is a completely different style of gameplay right now. Just returning into a side-scroller. Wah! Fell on the sand. You don't know, or yeah, maybe only certain entries show up for certain routes? That could be a possibility. Oh no. Okay, I need to concentrate. Sad we don't get special dialogue for him nearly drowning in sand like we do for the younger one, for the younger NieR. It's that one little jump right there. It's okay though, we can do this. I'm like kind of bouncing off the side. It's also kind of slippery sometimes when you land. It's like you still have a little bit of momentum going forward, which I think is tripping me out. Oh, now those things are messing me up. Okay, I should probably attack her from a distance once I get to that solid platform. If I can get there. I know I can do this. It's not that hard. Yeah, I'll try the projectile strat. I didn't think it would like push me back that badly. Can I hit it from here? There we go. Okay. We got so far. Oh, cool. It brings us back there. You don't start completely over. Oh, that jump sucks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I gotta, like, double jump. There we go. Whew. Oh, I hope I don't have to do that jank one again. Okay, good. Phew! Okay. This looks like the final big bad, I hope. There you go. Okay, that was actually a pretty fun segment. Kabuki outfit? We got outfits now? Oh, that's fun. I like that. Who wears the Kabuki outfit? Oh, there's another door. Do I want to go through the other door? Can I save before this is over? Did I save yet? I feel like I want to make sure I save first. Let me like leave. Or maybe I should just ask, just straight up. Wait, Knight brought a chick home with him. It just chirps and follows me everywhere, and it's just the cutest thing ever. I don't think I've seen that one before. Was that the birthday one? It was so adorable about chicks.
Something wrong?
We finally got it! Yeah! Okay. Finally. Oh, I love it. You have, like, the best entry. It's about cute little baby chicks. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. You should be proud of that.
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
So yeah, let's... The chicks refer to that one alpha story. Oh no. Yeah. I guess it's like a bad story, but at least chicks are cute. So... Oh, I got it on the title screen. It's not cute at all. I'm sorry. It went by so fast that I forgot like exactly what it said. I'll have to look at it again. I was just so excited that we got it. Oh yeah, because like the way that he got the chicks. That's what you mean by the story. Yeah. Oh, that's a little... I take it back. Not cute, not cute. Okay, so I think I have to go to the title screen you were saying to be able to access these, outfits. So let me save. Also, chick, can I still... Best option in this. Hello, chicky chicks. Yeah, so my question to you, Martin, is there anything else I need to get from those NieR challenges? Like, should I continue grinding those, or is it just, like, optional? Because I know I got a weapon from, like, one of these, so I was just curious if there's anything else, like, good or important I would want to get from that. Oh, wait, title screen. How do I go back to title screen? Oh yeah, it's from options, right? Oh, wait, maybe it's here? No. Oh yeah, return to title screen. Okay. Option. Wardrobe. Wait. I can make them all kabuki? Let's do it. Let's go full kabuki. I don't know what they all look like, but let's do it. There's a second door. Oh, there's another weapon. Okay, so I need to make sure I get all 3 weapons. Good to know. Okay, so we're diving back in. Okay. Wait, what do you mean magic orbs standard or a meal? Can you change the orbs to look like a meal? That sounds awful, but like great at the same time. Let's do it. Oh boy, this is getting fun. At least we, got a way to make it different. Okay. Oh boy, what on earth are we gonna look like now? Oh wait, Emil's on the loading screen! Ah! Yay, the boy! Best loading screen. Okay. Whoa! We don't even look like the same person anymore. What the heck? Look at our hair and their face is not our face. It's just what? At least it looks different. Wow. Okay. Let's just roll with it. Why not? This is gonna be a fun playthrough. I love the music in here now! It's like a music box version of the, camp theme.
The diary again?
Yeah. Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
The world of the recycled vessel.
It's an obsession. We just keep going back. Gotta get another hit. Hoping these challenges don't get too much more difficult. That first one was pretty easy, so... Okay, back to Papa. Paparena. Ooh. Daddy is deep in thought. What's his idle animations like? I must know. He's just pondering. Pondering those dad thoughts. Just trying to think about the best dad joke to tell. Okay. Is this the new door? I'm assuming it's the new door. Because I remember that one like, Emil's on the loading screen again. Okay, yeah. This sounds... The apocalypse divided the world in two. One that knows not day and which one has never seen the night. Oh yeah, that's how, like, how it's never... Whoa, black and white. Hello! This is... Oh, I can't use magic. Am I already dead? I was using magic earlier. Okay, we're fine. I hate the rules! Can I use magic again, though? I can't. Okay, the rules are changing. Oh, wait, I jumped. Is that gonna count? I'm good. Or did I fail? I think I'm okay. That was a wild ride. I asked Evelyn if hooch tastes good and she said it's the best thing in the world. We kept them together when I grew up. What? Black and white, 13 packs, vessels form, waivers, pressure. There is so much happening right now. My brain can't absorb this. And what the heck was that journal entry? That, oh my gosh, it's shooting Emil's at me. This is kind of a curse, but amazing at the same time. Oh, this is making me love this game even more. They're just making this, like, edgy game now. Like, oh yeah, I'm big, strong man in dark, gritty factory, destroying the evil with my muscles. I will flex on all of you shades because I am strong and beefcake. I am himbo. Yeah, Song of Ancients remix too. Ah, that's sick.
Seems we have
These are fun little challenges. The grapes are just a meal. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Emil, calm down. I love the boy is overwhelming me. This is just big unga bunga video game fun. This is the true gamer experience that people wanted here. True gamers play as Pop and NieR. It just shows how, like, cool and gamer I am. Oh gee, the dark Emil faces are kind of creepy. Holy shit, what is this place? There's so much stuff! Yeah, okay, these challenges are getting more challenging. I don't like this. Need to kill these before they become a problem, and boy are they a problem. Please let this end. Please let this end! Whew, that was a stressful one. Ah! song of madness would drown out in its place to scream of something inhuman. Oh, this song though. This is the gaming experience all true dude bro gamers aspire for. Now we're really playing a video game. All that stuff before just was, you know, fake. It wasn't a real game. This is the real game. This music's so good. I love like the choir combined with the like electronic music. Gotta dodge all the spitting of mealheads. Anything else? Anything else in this arena of death? Okay, we're good. The true, yeah, this is the true Doritos and Mountain Dew experience. You see it right here. Dorito, Mountain Dew, air horns. Please sponsor me, G Fuel. And we got another weapon! Yeah, gotta do the dude like Papa NieR. They should have Papa NieR be like the mascot for selling Mountain Dew. This is MLG gaming. Is MLG still a thing? Is Major League Gaming like still exist? The sky falls on the dragon, the world ends this day. Oh, baby. We're in a wasteland, it's the apocalypse. Oh, it's so dark and gritty. The grit and the grime is just getting everywhere. See, it's nice that they give you medicinal herbs between rounds, because, like, you end up using it. Oh yeah, Papa NieR, let's go. Poop filter. I know, this filter is just like... Ew. Which is make things super brown and gritty. It's got Attack on Titan filter. Everything is just browns. It's the only color palette that's allowed. Yeah, this is literally just Xbox 360 graphics here. It's beautiful. I never owned an Xbox 360, so now I finally get to experience like what my life would have been like if I had done that kind of true gaming instead. This is what it really was like to be a gamer in that era. I know, because like he was the Xbox 360 version of this game, right? So like it only makes sense that it would look like a 360 game. Oh boy. Big boy. Big boy. Oh boy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Take me. We're gamers. We're big and we're tough. We're buff. Yeah, we are the core gamers. We're just like... This is just the male fantasy right here. This is like... peak male performance. In gaming form. Oh, this thing's just spinning out of control. I'm enjoying this so. It's so over the top, it's great. We're just like pure hack and slash now. Maybe I am a Papa NieR convert. I don't know. He's warming up to me. I feel like it could never replace Little Brother NieR in my heart. But boy, am I having fun with this. It's just so over the top. I guess maybe the best way of putting it is I understand now. I understand why people revere Papa NieR so highly. Sometimes you just gotta be dad. Just walk up to Emil and be like, don't worry, Emil, I'm your dad now. I'll tuck you in at night and read you bedtime stories. Yeah, he does have a pretty good voice. Is this the original Papa NieR voice actor too that they got to return for this part? This part is taking so long. I want to get out of poop filter land, please. There we go. Oh, well, we have enough. Okay. Emil! I love the Emil loading screen! The puppet priest collects the cursed pears and polishes the vessel. Now everything's so bright! Ow! Ow, I don't like this facade. It just turned into an absolute hellscape. What is this? Wait, oh, wait. Am I first person view? Oh. Oh, we're FPS now. Oh, wow. The adrenaline. We're just near Call of Duty. Okay, yep, we're just first person shooter. With the book next to us. This is like both awful and amazing at the same time. I never really grew up playing FPSs, so they feel very weird and foreign to me. Just, I'm used to third person perspective. Rats! Can I lock onto things still or not really? There's so many oh wait, there's stuff I missed there. There's a lot of stuff up here, what the heck? I guess you don't have to kill all of them. Should probably just see what's ahead of me. Yeah, there we go. I like, it's so bright! How do you see the This is like offensive to my eyes. This is such a creative thing to add. I love it when Yoko Taro mixes in different styles of gameplay. Like, this is a delight. Boar. Oh, boar. I feel like the boar's gonna kill me when I get close. Oh, it might loop around until I kill them all? Oh, darn it. That's gonna take a while. This thing is moving so slow. It's moving slower than it normally does. And usually these facade things are slow. Oh boy. Well, I guess I better get what I can. Can I go any faster, please? I mean, it gives me a chance to shoot things, but oh, I feel so slow. Oh yeah, releasing the button helps to the homing bullets at least, true. I'm not seeing anymore for a while. Oh, here we go. At least the bats die in like one hit. Oh boy. Come back here. So many bats. Well, it is almost Halloween. Kind of. This doesn't seem like very dangerous, like things aren't hurting me. Okay, cool. We finished it. We didn't have to make another samurai outfit. Ooh. More outfits. Ah! Well, I want to see what the Kabuki one looks like before I start, like, swapping it up and, you know, giving certain people certain things. I'm getting this one a lot. This particular journal entry. I like how we're like this far into Route B and we've barely even touched that actual Route B. There's just like so much other content. Okay, I'm gonna go save before we do the next door. Emil go, brr. You love the samurai outfit on Kaine? Ah.
My word.
I want to see what they all look
Something
like.
wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean.
I'm not really vibing with the Kabuki look here. It's kind of weird. Oh wait, what's back here? Egg! I'll be sure to check out the samurai outfit later once I see what Kabuki looks like on everyone else. Okay, back in we go.
The diary again?
Yeah.
The world...
Yona just causing his food poisoning again. Okay. Here we go. You said something terribly sinister. Oh, they give you like a level warning. I'm like, what, level 29, I think? Should I wait to do this door until I'm higher leveled, or... I'll just go for it. Maybe come back later? Okay. Yeah. It'll still be there. Cause I don't want to have a hard time. I'm here for a good time, not a hard time. Yeah, something to look forward to for sure. I just need to remember to go back to that, which I'm sure I will because I need that other weapon.
My word.
Something
I feel as...
I know what you...
Okay. Now I want to go see what our friends look like with the outfits. So what was, I just want to confirm. Was my level like 29 or 30? 29, yeah. So we'll want to wait a little more before we touch that door. At least they warn us.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
A lot of us played the same content. Well, at least we can kind of just breeze through it, I guess.
I kind of thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
Alright.
At least, well, I could be wrong, but I'm hoping it's mainly just like main story I have to breeze through. It's not going to be like a lot of side content. I feel great today. No cough, no fever. Watch out, world, because Yona's coming out to play. Okay. I wonder if our trophies are still there.
What is the purpose of this place?
Beats me.
Oh, so it's like only showing the bosses we defeated up until like this point in the game, I guess. Okay. Wait, what was that bottom left one though? I forgot that one. I can skip every side quest? Oh, thank goodness. I'm trying to remember what this one is.
This looks like a...
Oh!
Quick.
Yeah, because we totally skipped the part with Emil because like he's already in his form when we free Kaine. Yeah, no, I'm not too desperate. As long as I can get what I need as far as like weapons go, I think I'm fine.
Popola?
Oh, hello.
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Halua. That was the
neither
name
did
of
you.
Emil's sister. Yeah,
You're just trying to protect the villagers.
and the boss that we
I jumped down your
fought.
throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
Boy,
The
do I.
temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh, it was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So take a boat.
A boat?
Yes. The canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected. What with the shades
Do
and
we
all.
get to see Red Bagman again? Can he like not die this
I
playthrough?
also asked them to provide a
I
boat
don't
at
want
the
to
path
relive
to
that.
the Lost Shrine's back entrance. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right. I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
I'm not vibing with this look on him, honestly. Let's see.
The path above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
At least we got instant fast travel. That's nice.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Yeah, there's like way too many layers in this outfit for sure. It's gonna ignore side quests unless I need them. I don't know. Are these like the same side quests as before? What is this?
Just
What's up?
our water wheel is on.
Yeah,
This is
it's
old. I
literally
suppose we
the
don't
same
replace
thing as
him.
before.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a little too bulky on him for sure. Red Batman! Yay! He lives!
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
Oh yeah, the Northern Plains. But I guess wherever he's taking me to the Lost Shrine, I'd see them too soon.
That red bag. By my pages, you're the slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in charge of this canal since we last talked. Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and
I
chain is
missed
always
him
harping
so
on me now
much.
about how much I work. Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
Okay. Didn't we want to go to the Lost Shrine? Yeah, go ahead, Martin. Where are we going?
Oh there! The Lost Shrine's up ahead, just past this cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
Oh, now I can see them. Let's see. Kaide, you're looking very different. And then, Emil, I like your little cloak. That's cute. It's like so bright and colorful, just like your personality. Oh, wait, it's a koi fish, isn't it? I'm just noticing now. Oh, that's neat. And it's like staff is different too, huh? I like it. Hey, welcome back. I was just admiring their outfits. I like how this little cloak on Emil is like a koi fish. It's so colorful. And then Kaine looks rather different. It's a fish. I love fish. Oh, we just warp right here. Oh, we get a cutscene. He's talking. They can talk? Oh yeah, like the Child's Day banners they fly in Japan, like Emil's outfit. Yeah. It is reminiscent of that, huh? They're gonna give the personalities now and just hurt me? Oh boy. There's another Route B quirk? Okay. You can hear the shades talking. This is gonna add a whole other layer to it, isn't it? This is gonna hurt. I bet. This... Oh, but it's so interesting. I'm loving this. It's kind of like, reminds me about how 2B couldn't read the angelic language in her route, but then it wasn't until you would play as 9S that you could like read some of the names of the machine enemies. They've been talking, you just haven't been listening. Oh. Well, I know when you defeat them, you kind of like hear voices when like the black scroll is being absorbed into you. This is making me more and more hooked. It's like, I want to know what they're saying now. This is so fascinating. Oh, and then this music. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun with this music too. Next time I get to like a main save point, I'll try out the samurai outfits. I just want to give these a chance first. Oh! Yeah, okay, so that's why. Because it's Kaine's story, we get her point of view and we can hear the shades. Because I'm guessing Kaine would be able to hear the shades because she has a shade inside of her. So yeah, okay. That at least helps explain why we can hear them now. I love this little extra layer of depth. Now here we go again. Also just gonna make me feel bad for fighting them in the NieR raids now in Final Fantasy XIV. That's so depressing! The little tiny shades talking to him. This is getting so good.
Ain't you excited, Sunshine?
Oh!
We finally get to bathe in blood.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
We hear his voice now. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, I'm loving this route. Oh, it's so good. Hi, Taryn. Lovely to hear you finally. Spike Spencer? Oh, that's what that is? Neat. Oh no, we gotta do the block puzzles again. Back to our Zelda era. We couldn't have just let these be. Also, I'm enjoying this NieR music. NieR Automata, I should say, to be more specific. Oh yeah, the ones that had the triple question marks next to their name. Okay, because it was supposed to be like a secret who he was at the time. Oh. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but I'm loving this. I want to get to the Hansel and Gretel now. I want to like hear what they have to say, and I'm guessing we'll get more dialogue from Tyrion at that point because that's when Kaine has her, you know, berserk moment. Oh, you did the NieR Automata music for this route too? Yeah, I can see why that would be recommended. It's very nice. Also, did I mess up this puzzle? How do I do this? Yeah, I can see why you were pushing for it now. It all makes sense. I should have known. I should have just listened to begin with. Oh, I can go further. Okay. Like how you just see the HP bars of the shades on the other side of the wall there. Yes, I will trust. Okay. Just playing Zelda again. It'd be an awkward time for Pace-Cat to pop in. Turn back.
What's with these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety, Shades.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
Say, I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
Huh. Can I just leave? Nope, they're not letting me leave. Like, I wonder how much sentient shades have. Like, do they remember who they were previously? You know? And I'm also just glad I'm going into this blind, because I don't think I ever heard about the character Tyrion before this. Like, I didn't know he existed. So that was a very nice surprise. Gotta move this one so I can move that one so I can move this one. There we go. You never see Tyrion, but there is an arc of him? I would be curious to see that. Is it like official artwork or fan art? He looks different than you assumed from the voice? Huh. Like, I'm assuming I shouldn't spoil it for myself unless it's, like, okay for me to look it up. I'll leave that to your judgment, Martin. But I am very, very curious. I can look it up? Okay, cool, cool. Just want to make sure. I don't want to, like, accidentally, you know, get spoiled on something I shouldn't. At least that way I can, like, picture what's talking, you know? Other than just Shadow and Kaine's arm. It's not, you don't think it's official, but it is drawn by the official character designer? I mean, I'd say that counts for something. That's a... Okay, I was wondering if that was one big HP bar or multiple. Okay. Wait. These block puzzles are solved. Am I going backwards? I think I'm going backwards. Yeah. Now that I'm looking at the map, I think I got turned around on accident. Here we go, big boy. Oh, this music! This cannot continue, 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 this cannot continue. That was too brief. I wanted to hear that song more. Oh, back to this. Yeah, what is that? The sound of it's approaching?
Kaine, Emil? Look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun!
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
I love this
It's
conversation.
really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold?
Oh.
Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
Like the best line. I love that. I love that little exchange. Oh, we've been through here multiple times by now. We were just here last stream. Pushing Kaine. Yeah, let's see if I can make this weird jump up. There we go. And we're practically there. Voila!
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick him aside.
I feel like you're gonna regret saying just kick them aside once we can actually, you know, listen to them. Oh, this senseless violence and murder. Why must we do this? Okay. Oh, ooh, I can see the samurai outfits. Let's do that before I head inside. Oh, wait. Oh, right, I can tell them what to do. Yeah, I'm just having them both go aggro. That's what I prefer. Or, can I have Emil help? Like, heal me more? Eh. Damage is more fun. Okay. Samurai. Samurai. I'm gonna keep the Emil orbs just because they're funny. Oh, that was a lunar tier loading screen. Now Kaine. Hey, I like all these different ones. These are so cool. Nice kicks, girl. Now what are we? Ah! That helmet on a nail! Oh, that's amazing. Okay, we're keeping this. Oh, that's really pretty for Kaine too. Okay, we're samurais now. It's official. And this actually, I at least in this look for Brother NieR, his face looks correct. Like he looks the same. He just has the armor. So yeah, okay. Yeah, and her hair is like really pretty. That helmet on Emil though just kills me. I love it. I love that. Yeah, Kaine's hair, it's short. It's so nice. Ah, it's awesome. Wasn't there DLC where you could like dress her in 2B's outfit? Samurai Emil is my new love. Friendship ended with Kabuki Emil. Samurai Emil is my new best friend. I can't? Oh yeah, I thought so. Okay. Are we gonna get to like here for this time? Yeah, we do! Oh! Oh, I love this extra layer to it. Oh yeah. He's talking. Oh, I gotta pay close attention to this.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
I'm gonna just feel bad now.
These are creatures of
I'm
the dark.
destroying his little
Move into the
ones.
light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Aim
We're-
for that statue. It's
We're
the
just
leader.
monsters now. I don't like this. I don't like this. You rely on them? Okay, this is interesting. Okay. Oh, we should be able to install the Automata DLC for free? I gotta check that. I'm sorry I'm hurting your friends. I feel awful about it now. Oh boy, good old Tyrion. I do kind of miss the Hansel and Gretel battle music here though, because I do like it a lot. But this song is a bop too.
Have you felled the beast?
No! Oh, this is sad.
Stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Hey there, sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya?
I want to hear what they say before I defeat
Ain't
it.
no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
It's like I don't want to destroy it too soon because it just took like a few hits. I gotta hear all the dialogue. Oh. Oh yeah, this again.
Kaine!
I guess we'll get to hear Tyrion's perspective now of the scene.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Kaine!
was reaching out there. Now I just feel bad. I don't feel good about defeating him.
Kaine! Are you alright? Kaine!
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No! Kaine!
What is happening?
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
Gone berserk. Oh, she's back in her other outfit now. Just magically changed clothes. Oh, this is good music for this.
Kaine's shade.
They selected the automata tracks like expertly.
Kaine! Come back!
We're defeating this so quickly now. We're like overpowered. Kaine just had to take. Tyrion wanted to take a moment to get dressed. Just wasn't feeling the samurai look, you know. Why are you not dying? Yeah, they put some really good thought into the song substitutions for sure. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go.
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please! Come back!
Oh dear.
She changed back.
Kaine! Kaine!
Did we dress her? Like,
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me!
man, oh, man. It hits me every time.
All right. Stop crying. And thanks. I'm all right.
Over there.
What is this? Oh, is that like the first piece of the key? Yeah, okay.
And what is this? Hmm?
It's me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but I don't know what it says.
How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola.
Yeah, this playthrough has like a whole extra layer that it just
It's a cipher.
has me hooked.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this. I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the Law of Robotics, the Memory Tree, Loyal Cerberus.
We know where all of these are now.
And the Memory Tree might be the Forest of Myth, but as for Sacrifice and Loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Not a problem. If we want to fill in the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
They're not your average monsters, though, or I'd wager they're not really monsters.
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
They're just shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow
They're
Lord.
not just shades.
It's a dangerous task.
Yeah, well, Yona's in even more danger.
But how can you even be sure that she's...
Because she is! Right? The Junk Heap and the Forest of Myth, yeah? I'm on my way.
Please be careful.
Just...
Oh, and listen. About Kaine and Emil.
let them in.
The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just... they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight. I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more time?
I'll try.
Just like before, I'm probably putting off the Forest of Myth for last, 'cause all those text adventures. I will do Junk Heap
Vocalist
next.
said we might be able to find
Same
a key
order as
fragment in the
before.
Junk Heap.
Perhaps we can find a clue.
Why not? Because I'm not eager to start next stream just reading walls of text again. So we can just put that off for a little while longer. Anyway, I believe that's a good stopping point there. I'm just like absolutely blown away by this route so far. It's like really fun and really cool. So I'm excited to play more of this, definitely. So yeah, I'll continue playing this more this upcoming Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. So hope to see y'all there, and thank you for hanging out and chatting and just all that jazz. I really can't wait to play more of this. Yeah, have a wonderful night. Bye.